Ringing up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up, or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is message number 152. I've left you 151 previous messages from the 10th of October 2023, and today is Saturday, the 9th of March 2024. It's been now 214 days since you've taken my brother from my care, or should I say, it's been over 7 months that you've simply abducted my brother from my care and are holding him hostage like this without telling me where he is or what kind of condition you're holding him under, what his legal rights are. You're basically denying him all his legal rights while colluding and conspiring with the court of protection and other members of the judiciary in order to become his legal guardian, unlawfully, may I add. Yeah, I'm reminding myself that the last time you kidnapped my brother on the 3rd of August 2018, you then proceeded to pursue litigation actions at the end of the month of August through September and October to trying to take my right as his nearest relative away in favour of your health and well-being director, Bev Mabry, at the time. So that's what you were pursuing back for, over 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. You were trying to pursue litigation action to remove me as my brother's nearest relative. You subsequently had to abandon that case and then pursue litigation action in relation to my mother and removing her lasting power of attorney as a higher priority when my brother had been released back to me. So this is what you've been doing. You've been basically looking to remove my legal rights to my brother in order for yourself, so you could take over his care. And I'm reminding you, Mr. Kenna, that you have no legal right or legal framework in place to allow you to abduct my brother now for 7 months like this, and provide him with care and hold him hostage against his will and wishes. I mean, I'm asking you, what legal framework have you used? And you're refusing, and you're denying me this basic of information. You're refusing to engage with me. If you are not doing anything dodgy or wrong, then why don't you just talk to me? Obviously, you know the fact that you don't need to talk to me. Your seniors have told you, those decision makers, don't talk to him. We'll just smash and grab whatever we take, whatever we like, and then we'll just buy off the judges and the judiciary in order to achieve this. And you're fully aware, Mr. Kenna, that the previous public guardian, Mr. Nick Goodwin, who was involved in my mother's case, and my mother dying, has now ended up as a chief executive of the Courts and Tribunal Services and being promoted while my mother got murdered, and now is in charge of the court cases that you're effectively now running. This is all fraud, and you know this, Mr. Kenna. You can see exactly what's been involved here. You've been on this case for a number of years now. It's not just happened just now, has it? You have been slowly working. The local authority, have slowly been working with your partners and associates that target and victimize me and are purely Islamophobic, racist agenda to target and victimize me because you cannot do your jobs properly. And now here we are, several years later, you kidnapped my brother, and you think you've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's by, killing him, by eventually going to kill him off after you've plundered all his resources, just like as you did in my mother's case. You're working very closely with all the other your associates, like, for example, the financial deputy Veronica Mullins. You worked very closely with her in order to ensure that my mother was left in a deficit after she's died, over £30,000 to £40,000. You've ensured that all the money that you've taken off me and the proceeds of Crime Act given to my mother, you've then allocated that to your own associates. And similarly, you're doing the same thing in my brother's case. You've taken money off me through the proceeds of Crime Act to give to my brother in order so that my brother could be compensated, and then you have chosen to take over that money to allocate it as you wish. I mean, this is just another revenue stream. Me and my family are just another revenue stream for you. But ultimately, now what you've done is you've taken my family trust fund money and used that as your revenue stream to help and assist you in a time of crisis. This is clearly fraudulent and corrupt, and in order to achieve this, you've had to buy up so many members of the judiciary, even the senior justices, in order to achieve your objectives. And what have you achieved? You just basically murdered my mother and now looking to make me homeless. It's the month of Ramadan coming up. My brother should be home with me. I should be with my brother. My brother's my family. Why is there this obstruction? You are simply taking off the velvet glove and targeting me with such and oppressing me with such a impunity. This is completely ridiculous. I urge you, Mr. Kenna, to get in touch with him. Thank you very much.